cuties! I hope you're doing so well. I am so excited for today's video. One of my subscribers actually reached out to me. She owns her own small nail decal business and she wanted to send me some of her products to try out. Her company name is Nails in a Coffin and she makes the most beautiful water decals for nails. So I have the package here today. Look at how cute this package is, bro. Oh, I'm so excited to open it. I've been thinking about what I'm gonna do with these water decals for the past 3 days. I've watched so many tutorials to make sure I do it right. And just a note to all of you beautiful cuties, if any of you guys own your own small business as well, definitely feel free to reach out to me on my Instagram. You can send me a DM and I will love more than anything to use your products on my channel. I love the idea of supporting you guys as small businesses on my channel. I definitely cannot guarantee that when you send me the products I will be able to make a video right away, but I will definitely make sure to get it into one of my videos. I love you guys. So without further ado, let's go open this glorious package and try some epic water decals for the first freaking time. I'm not even joking you. These water decals are literally pieces of artwork. Okay, let me just go show you and let's go open it instead of me blabbing. Okay, let's go. Oh, look, I just cannot get over how freaking amazing this packaging is. What? Literally just slap some hollow on anything and I am bamboozled. All right, let's open this. I really want to open it without cutting into whatever is in here. So I'm just gonna carefully cut along the very edge. I see things. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I'm so excited. I see things. Oh my god. Okay, what in the world? Do you see what I mean about these being freaking pieces of artwork? Look at that. Have you ever seen nail decals like this in your life? Have you ever seen them? What? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go through these, everything one by one. Oh my god, my brain. I'm getting too excited. Okay, let's go through what these things are first. Okay, so let's see. I just want to say that I really appreciate how adorable all this packaging is. It just adds such a cute little touch, okay? My brain sees sparkles and purple and pink and hollow and it explodes with happiness. I don't even know how to explain it. All right, okay, so in here we've got some sort of sealer. Nailed It sticky base coat. This is definitely what we're going to be putting on the nail before we put the decal on so that it sticks. Ooh, yes, okay. I had to use my little extender from Beetles to get it open because my hands, I guess, are just very weak at the moment. But okay, so here's the sticky base coat. Okay. Aw, yay, cute. Okay, so we've got a couple little buffer blocks, a little tray that I'm pretty sure this is meant to put the water in because, of course, we're going to need to dip these in water. So that's really nice that she included one of these. I literally could always use more of these. The ones I had, despawned. This little thing, which I think is a cuticle pusher, or I think you could also just use it to smooth the decals onto your nail. And then these little kind of swabby cleaner up thingies to clean up around the edges. And then a couple little nail wipes. The essentials, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that she included those. And finally, we've got a cuticle oil. Nails in a Coffin Hatter's Cake. Oh my goodness, this must smell delicious. Oh, there it is. Cuticle oil. My crusty cuticles could always use cuticle oil, so it smells so good. It smells like candy, bro. Yummy. I think I should keep this one in my purse because it's just so cute. I love receiving things that are like handmade. You can like tell that she actually held this and stuck the sticker on herself. It just feels so special and it makes me so happy. Let's get into the actual decals because these are freaking beautiful. Okay, I feel like my brain is so scattered right now because I'm just like literally so excited and it's kind of early in the morning. So what I'm gonna do is, since I kind of explained you guys the gist of what these are, I'm just going to show you them now one by one with some amazing lo-fi music so that you can just enjoy the beauty of the decals themselves. And here's a quick size comparison between the long, the regular, and the short, just in case you were wondering. And she makes each of these designs in 3 different lengths to suit everybody's needs. So there's the long, the regular, and the short. So like here's how long the long would be, here is the regular, and here is the short. Oh my freaking goodness, bro. These are so beautiful. I cannot even express how amazing these are. I literally cannot wait to use them. She also gave me a code for you guys to save some shmoney. If you want to go buy some, please go show her some love. If I can get these on my nails, this is literally going to be like absolute freaking magic. She doesn't create the artwork herself, but she does buy the rights to use the artwork from the original artist. So that's really nice. Not only is she making these amazing, beautiful nail decals so that we can all have beautiful freaking actual masterpieces on our nails, but she's also supporting artists, and I absolutely love that. She said that she started this business because she loved having nail art on her nails, but she wasn't really great at drawing the nail art herself. So she just decided to start making these absolutely freaking fantastic decals. I think I've said this like 7,000 times at this point, but I've honestly never seen such pretty decals. I'm just telling you this right now. You are not going to be able to find this on Temu, Shein, and AliExpress, which is what I absolutely freaking love. These are so unique and they are so affordable as well. Like, she is amazing. These are amazing. Oh my god. We need to use them on my nails right now. Let me go remove this set so I can get some nails on and we can use these decals. Alrighty, so I removed that set. I couldn't bring myself to remove this set yet, but I'm gonna have to remove it like in a day because I'm gonna be doing my birthday nails soon. And I put on a thin coat of my rubber base gel as usual, and it was really hard to choose which decals I want to use today, but I think that I have a really pretty idea with these Spring Guardian decals. I feel like they would be so pretty with like some gems and rhinestones and stuff. So I think I'm gonna use these ones. And of course I'm using the long version. And I'm definitely gonna be using them with these full cover tips today because I feel like that'll just ensure that we have the smoothest surface possible for the decals to go on. Even though I love doing acrylic, I don't wanna risk having a really bumpy surface and then that messing up the beauty of the decal. So these long tips are like almost the perfect size for this decal, but it's okay. We can just like trim off a little bit of the tip at the edge here and then it will be perfect. So I went ahead and sized all of those out. So I'm just gonna prep them real quick with some primer. Even though these tips are like already pre-etched, I always etch them again with my primer because one time I didn't and it like automatically popped off. So yeah, I just give them a quick scrub with the primer, make sure everything's like super sticky and ready to adhere. Epic. So they should be all good to go now. And I'm going to be putting these tips on with this solid nail glue gel as usual. I usually use this one. I'm running low though, but I have a really big thing of some clear solid nail glue gel from AliExpress. But before I do that, I'm actually gonna give this base coat a quick buff because I did wash my hands a couple of times and like eat lunch and stuff since I put it on. So it has gotten a bit smooth and there's probably some oils that have accumulated. So I'm just gonna give it a quick buff with my buffer to make sure that the tips stick on as best as they can. And then before I put the tips on, I'm just gonna take some, whoa, that squirted everywhere. I'm just gonna take some isopropyl alcohol and wipe off any of the dust. Make sure they're nice and clean. And now they should be good to go. And you guys have seen me put on these tips probably 1,000 gazillion times. And this video is mostly about the water decals, not the tip application. So I'm just gonna zoom through this. Zippity zoom. Okay, so all of these tips are fully cured on there now. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take my e-file and go in with like a cuticle bit and make sure that there's no like over spillage of gel or anything around here. I know there's some places where the gel kind of like went onto the tip because I had to like scrape it off, if you know what I mean. And you can kind of tell the surface is uneven. And for these decals, it's going to be really important that I have a smooth surface to put them on. So I'm just gonna go in with my cuticle bit and go around my cuticles and make sure to get off any of that gel that went on top of the tip. And then also I'm going to buff the entire surface of all of my tips. And I want to get a little bit more practice and experience with my Melody Susie e-file so that I can like actually get a full gist of how it works and compared to my other ones. That way, if anyone ever asks me about what I think about it, I can have like an educated answer to tell them because I would have had like actual experience with it. So I'm going to be using my Melody Susie e-file to do this, and I'm using it at like speed 12. Alright, so I washed off my hands to get rid of any of the dust, and unfortunately these tips are much more flimsy than I like. Very flimsy. So whenever you have like some cheap full cover tips that are flimsy like this and you don't want them breaking on you, and having them flimsy like this is just annoying, and you don't trust yourself like me not to just rip them off. What you can do is take some like nail glue gel or builder gel. I'm going to be using this Betty Cora 8-in-1 nail glue gel, and I'm just going to put one layer of that on all of these tips, and that should add a lot of strength. At least enough strength for me. And before I flash cure it, I'm just gonna hold it upside down for a little bit to make sure everything levels out really nicely and to kind of get the gel to like pool towards the center just a tiny bit and form a little bit of a better apex to add extra strength. Also, when you're doing this, you want to kind of make extra sure that you're getting all the way down the side walls of the nails, like on the very edges, because just personally, what I tend to do is kind of like, I'm so focused on building up the apex of the gel that I kind of neglect a little bit the sides, and then sometimes you can get it where there's like some spots that are not covered with the gel on like the very edges, and then that will just lead to the surface being uneven, and like you don't want that. You don't want them to start lifting on the edges, especially because we're doing like the full decals. So yeah, just a tip. Pay attention to those sidewalls. Okay, so I fully cured that for 1 minute, and oh my goodness, they are much sturdier now. I mean, they're still a bit flimsy, but I don't think that they will be easily breaking or anything. So I'm gonna say that's good. That's good for now. And I'm gonna wipe that sticky layer off with some alcohol just because stickiness annoys me and we don't particularly need a sticky layer right now. It is time to put these on. The only thing is, I don't know if when these decals come off of this paper, if they're going to be like somewhat transparent or if they're going to look exactly as opaque and everything as they are on this paper. But I think just in case they are a bit translucent when they come off of the paper, what I'm gonna do is before I go in with these, I'm actually going to put one coat of this white gel polish on all of these tips just to make sure that we have a nice white, like blank, opaque canvas for these decals, because if they are a little bit translucent when they come off of the like paper, I still want them to look as beautiful and opaque as they are on the paper, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I actually ended up putting a second coat of the white on because it was a little bit more like milky and translucent than I liked. So I just went ahead and put a second coat just to make sure it's nice and opaque. And I filled my little dish up with some water and put down a paper towel. Where'd it go? Where did I put the base coat? I literally just had it on my desk and it despawned. There it is. Before we go in with this at all, I'm actually going to cut out all of the decals that I'm going to use. So it comes with 4 different designs on this one. I'm only going to be doing one hand, and I haven't decided whether I'm going to repeat one of the designs since I do have 5 nails on this hand and there's only 4 different designs, or if I'm going to use only 4 of them and make my ring finger an accent nail. The only thing is my pinky nail is like so small, and I'm gonna be sad if like one of these designs is like barely shown because my pinky nail is so small, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna take my scissors and I'm going to cut out each of the designs. Oh my goodness, you guys. It is the cutest thing. Oh my goodness. There is this mama bird that built her nest like right outside our front door because there's this little like overhang ledge thing. And there are 5 little baby birds. I don't know. Do you call baby birds chicks even if they're not chickens? Anyway, there's these 4 little baby birds in the nest. And it is the cutest thing ever. I like went and I opened the door a little bit just so I could like get a little video of them in the nest, and I'll pop it in if I can, but it is literally the sweetest thing ever. It's like so cute to have like little baby birds just like right outside your front door like during spring. They're so cute. You can like hear them from inside the house going like chirp 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 chirp. It's the most adorable thing ever. Okay, so I cut them all out, including the little extra ones, and I put them in the order that I think I want to put them on my nails. This one being the thumb and then this being the pinky. And I think I'm just going to use this one double because I really love this one, and also because when I go like this, since it's gonna be on my thumb, you're not gonna be able to see it like in the thumbnail, you know what I mean? So like the thumbnail of the video, not like my actual thumbnail, but also you're not gonna be able to see the thumbnail in the thumbnail. Lol. So yeah, I'm just gonna use this one double. I'm gonna use it on my thumb and on my ring finger, and then these ones will just be our little extras. Maybe I will use them in a different set. They're so cute. They're literally so pretty. I'm so freaking obsessed with these, bro. So obsessed. Okay, I really hope that I can do these justice and put them on my nails well. So the sticky base did come with a little instruction card. So it says, complete mani, including filing, buffing, wipe with alcohol. Alrighty, we did that. Apply 1 to 2 coats of Nailed It, drying between layers. So that's this. When dry, smooth the decal over top and press to lay flat. Finish with the gel base / top or clear activator dip liquids, because you can use these decals with like acrylic, dip, or gel. So I'm just using them with gel today. So let's get cracking. All right, so I'm just gonna start by giving this a wipe with alcohol just to make sure there's no lint. I'm just gonna be doing one nail at a time because I don't want to get ahead of myself here. I think I'm gonna start by putting this into the water because it's gonna take some time to dry off and we want it to be completely dry before we put it on my nail. So I'm just gonna completely submerge it in there and leave it in there for about like 15 to 30 seconds. And then while that's soaking in there, I'm gonna go in with one layer of this Nailed It base coat over my entire nail. In some of the tutorials I watched on YouTube, I saw that people put on like the water decals with just a regular gel base coat as well, meaning that they put a regular gel base coat and then they cured it and then they just put it on top of the tacky layer of the regular base gel. But I am going to be using this one that she sent because obviously it is specifically for her products. And then let's see, is this coming off? Okay, yes, it is. Okay, so this looks like it is starting to peel off from the backing. So I am just going to take it out and lay it on my paper towel. And I'm going to carefully peel it off. Oh, yes. Oh yes, okay. And then, oh no, it's curling up. I probably, okay, it's fine. Just gonna let it dry. Hopefully it's not sticking to itself. I feel like it might be. Definitely should have been using like 2 pairs of tweezers so that did not happen. Just gonna try to carefully unravel it. The good news is even though it's super delicate, it does feel really strong. Okay, I got it mostly unrolled and now, whew, that was kind of scary. Somehow I got it unrolled without ripping it. Wow. Obviously, I'm super glad that I put a white coat on my nail because this is super transparent, as you can see. So it's definitely good that we put a white base. So you definitely want to make sure that it is, oh, just spilling my water. It's chaos over here. Deep breath, Dan. Deep breath. It's the first time I'm doing this, so y'all are gonna see all my mess ups and everything, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. That's how you learn. I'm just gonna make sure this is nice and dry before I put it on. Definitely want to make sure it's dry. It looks dry to me. Now I'm going to take it. It's not where I want it to stick. No. Man, this is kind of hard. I want to make sure that it's all the way top. Is it centered? No. No. This is hard because once you stick it down, it's like stuck. No, I'm ripping it. Okay. You know, oh, no. Okay, you know what? This one might just have a little bit of crinkles in it. You know what? Probably couldn't even see anything I was just doing because I was kind of freaking out. But anyway, this one is definitely a bit crinkly because I didn't lay it down super well. Obviously, I'm just gonna try to smooth it out as best as I can. No, I'm deforming it a bit. I'm pressing too hard. No. Y'all, this is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. I'm so bad at this. Everyone on YouTube makes it look so easy. Well, that would have been epic if I didn't ruin it. So maybe let's try one more time. I think that I can get this off. I don't like how that looks. Obviously, I didn't do a great job. So I think we're gonna try to remove this one. I wonder if I can just remove it with some alcohol, or am I gonna need to use acetone? Oh, no. Okay, so yeah. So if you do mess up, alcohol will remove it. Oh, so sad. Okay, it's okay. It's a trial and error process. It's fine. It's okay. And instead on the thumb, I guess I'll use this one on the thumb because I think this one's like one of my favorites. So let's put that in the water. I underestimated how tricky this was gonna be to get the first time, but let's try this again. So I'm just gonna put another layer of the base gel. It just goes to show you that the first time you do anything, it usually doesn't work out exactly how you think it's going to, but it just takes a little bit of practice. So you know what? If it doesn't come out super amazing this time, it's okay. I'm not gonna give up with these water decals because I know that they will look so beautiful if I can get them right. So I think I'm gonna take this out now. And I'm gonna place it on the paper towel. Oh, I'm gonna like dry it off a bit before I take it off. Okay, let's see. Oh, do you see how it should just easily slide off like that? Do you see that? Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna slide it off like a little. Okay, I know you're supposed to like dry it completely before you put it on, but I feel like it's gonna be easiest to try to line this up if it's like still halfway on this little cardboard. Oh, okay, it's going down there. That's fine. Oh, it's still kind of wet. Okay, you know what? We're just going with it. We're going with it. We're going with it. Okay, I'm gonna flatten it down, but I'm not gonna do anything too crazy this time because you can definitely start deforming it if you press down too much. I'm gonna smooth out the crinkles as best as I can. I also just think this tip was a little too wide for this one, but it's okay. We can like put some sort of gel design or rhinestone around the whole thing or something. We'll figure out something to kind of hide the fact that it doesn't fit over the entire nail, but that is so pretty. And also I'm gonna wait until the very end after I top coat these to clip off the extra length, so don't worry about that right now. Okay, so I think I've smoothed this down as best as I'm gonna get it, to be honest, without deforming it. So just because I don't want anything to happen to it, I'm gonna go in with a quick top coat. Definitely not going to leave it like this. I'm definitely gonna go in with some gems and stuff, but I want to make sure that it's sealed in while we do the other ones. Ooh, the top coat is definitely helping hide all the crinkles and imperfections as well. Okay, gonna give that a full cure. Okay, so there is the first one. Honestly, that is really good. That is so good. And don't worry, I'm gonna figure out something epic to do with the border of this nail so that you're not even gonna be able to tell that it didn't fit properly. But for the first one, I think that that is freaking absolutely epic and marvelous. So let's keep going. So for the next one, I think I'm gonna go with this guy because obviously we ended up using the pink one for my thumb. So I'm just gonna kind of rearrange that a little bit. And we are going to stick this guy into the water. Get in there. Perfect. And give this a quick wipe with some alcohol. Make sure it's all nice and clean. And put a layer of the base. And I found that one layer of the base worked well last time, so I'm just gonna stick with one. I have a feeling that this base works a lot like a nail foil glue because I bought a nail foil glue from Shein that is like air dry like this one, and I actually never used it, but it looks exactly like this one. It's white and it dries transparent. Okay, so I'm gonna take this guy out. I'm gonna pat him off a bit. Bro, need to stop being so clumsy. Okay, see, he's sliding off very nicely. So I don't know if this is really what you're supposed to do, but I'm finding it easiest to like stick him on the nail and then like slide him off like that and kind of flatten it down as you go. I just feel like that's the easiest way to make sure that you have it placed on the nail where you want, or as close to where you want as you can get it to be. I feel like I should have put that one a little bit further up, but it's okay. Smooth that out. So what you want to do to get rid of the edges that are sticking off like that is take a brush and get some 100% acetone. I have some in here, and just dip a little bit on there, not too much. And then at least what I saw on some tutorials is what you should be able to do is just drag that along the edge and it should dissolve the parts that you don't want. But I'm also just going to clip off this very end. There we go. And now I'm just gonna seal it in with a top coat. Oh my goodness, putting the top coat on is like magically gets rid of any imperfections. So nice. Like if somebody saw these nails, they would not believe me that they're not press-ons if I tried to tell them. I'm also going to put some top coat on the very edge of the free edge just to make sure it gets like sealed in and along the edges. just 'cause I don't want it lifting. And here. That literally looks so freaking unreal, bro. That is so good. What? This is like looking honestly even better than I thought it was going to. Wow. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna put on these last 3, just doing the exact same thing that I did for the first 2. Okay, so here is how they are looking, and honestly, they are looking so good. You can barely even see any of like the imperfections, like the little crinkles and stuff. I did end up going in with even a second top coat, so there's 2 top coats over this right now, which I think definitely helped to hide a lot of the imperfections, like with the crinkling, because I wasn't able to like perfectly smooth it out, which is definitely just user error. I also did go in and trim off some of the length on all of them actually, just to make them all equal length, because sometimes tips, each size will be a different length, and I just kind of prefer for them to all be around the same. So I did just go in and clip them all down a little bit until they matched. And then also off camera, I filed the edges a little bit, made sure to get off any of the extra spillage of the decal. And after I did all the filing and cutting, that's when I went in with the second top coat, and I actually dragged the second top coat all the way over the edges as well to make sure to seal in all of the edges of the decal. And I also top coated the underneath. I know there's like pieces of lint that got top coated under there, but it's whatever. The only reason I top coated the underneath this time really was to make sure that any like hanging over pieces of the decal were also sealed in, because I just wanted it to be completely sealed in gel so that there was no chance of it peeling up from any point. So honestly, I could just leave them like this and call it a day and be like, okay guys, like these water decals are beautiful. All you gotta do is slap them on and boom, done. And honestly, you could just easily do that. That's kind of like the point of these, is that all you have to do is slap them on and then you have this amazing, artistic, beautiful set. But if y'all know me, you know I gotta do more. So I am actually just going to load these up with like different rhinestones, possibly some chain. I know y'all really liked when I used the chain over here, and I did too. So I grabbed out my chain, maybe some of these metal caviar bead ball things, and definitely some gems. And I think that adding all of this will just make them look even more majestic and fantastical. Is that a word? Fantastical? I don't know. It's a word now. These nails are going to be fantastical. Also, Born Pretty sent me like a $20 gift card for my birthday since it's in May, and they're so sweet and supportive. And I decided to purchase their like 8-in-1 nail glue gel. It's supposed to be also a rhinestone glue gel, and I really like how it's in this little pot. I did buy the one from LNG Pro, but I also kind of want to do like a full dedicated video to trying her products because I did buy some other things from her as well. So I'm kind of holding off on like unboxing that. So I am going to try using this one from Born Pretty today. Wow, that is like only halfway full, but that's okay. Also, it looks super like, do you see it moving around in there? I feel like that's not that thick. Anyway, we'll see how it works. We'll test it out. Okay, yeah, so let's just put on some giant rhinestones and chain and freaking sparkle these up. I think I'll also use the solid nail glue gel this time to put on the larger stones because I think that's just so much easier than using the regular nail glue gel or regular rhinestone gel and then trying to get it in place and then cure it before it starts sliding around. Also, the theme for these like charms and gems or whatever is going to be like metal and sparkle. So more like a silver kind of theme. I think I'm probably mostly going to use the Moonstone reflective gems, but I might throw in some other colors as well, kind of to just like add to the colorfulness of the like dragons to kind of go along with that theme. Overall, I don't think there's any way I could make these look bad because this art is just so beautiful, and rhinestones are rhinestones and they're sparkly, and sparklies never make anything look bad. I've also never had a problem sticking on my gems on top of my top coat, so I didn't buff my top coat or like add any primer or anything like that, and I've never had a problem with it, so hopefully it's fine. I will let you guys know like in my next video if I do experience any of these gems popping off, because that'll probably say more about this Born Pretty 8-in-1 gel than it does about putting rhinestones on top of top coat, if you know what I mean. So I kind of just decided to do the absolute freaking most with the gems and charms and chain for these nails. And I swear, like, it literally has taken me probably over an hour to do just this. But like, I am really liking this one. This one is so cute. But yeah, it's also taking absolutely forever, and it's gonna be so sad when I literally just like chop them off when I go to do my birthday set in like 2 days. That's gonna be super depressing. Like, is it necessary to put this star in the corner? No, but I feel like it would be so cute, so I have to do it. Just, I can't not do it. Whenever I show my dad my nails, he always tells me, oh my goodness, you have to frame these. You have to frame these. You have to like put them on your wall. When I show him these, he's gonna be like probably so excited about them. And if I told him that I was going to have to chop them off in order to take them off properly, he would probably be so sad. And that makes me kind of sad. But at the same time, I gotta do what I gotta do. Oh my goodness, we're finally on the last nail, and I think I'm just going to pretty much do the same thing that I did for the thumb. Maybe it'll make it look a little more cohesive. Honestly, the chain effect looks so cool, but I absolutely hate doing it. It's literally, bro, these chains are so freaking finicky. It's so impossible to get them to lay on the nail the way you want. Okay, finally, time for the top coat. Honestly, it's quite surreal that I'm finally putting the top coat on these. I'm not even joking. That honestly took like 3 hours. But you know what? It was totally worth it, and I'm so proud of myself for like going above and beyond. I don't think I've ever done this like intricate of a rhinestone design. Like, I always see them on Pinterest and I'm like, wow, that is fabulous, but I've never actually done one. And now I think this counts as one. I think that this counts as a super intricate rhinestone design. Lol. So yeah, I'm basically just top coating everything, including the gems, except for the really big ones, because I really just want to make sure that everything is super secure. All those little caviar beads, like, they can pop off so easily. So I'm literally just going over everything except those really big nice gems. I do want those to still look super sparkly like diamonds, if you know what I mean. So I'm not using the 8-in-1 nail glue gel to top coat them, even though I could, because I did check and that the 8-in-1 nail gel does also work as a top coat, and it cures non-stick, which is really nice. So that's good to know for the future. There's this like frog outside of my window and it is so loud. Like, can you guys hear that? Like, what's man's doing? Oh my god, you guys, I literally cannot believe that these are done, and I cannot believe how freaking stunning they turned out. Honestly, these definitely have to be like one of the most beautiful sets I have ever created. Oh my god. The mixture between the beautiful graphics of the water decals and then all of the work that I put in with the rhinestones and stuff, it just came together so freaking well. I'm so proud of myself, and I literally love these decals so much. Honestly, imagine if I had to draw those dragons and then do all the rhinestone art. That would not have happened. That is all I'm gonna say. I'm literally so obsessed with these right now. I'm literally at a loss for words because of how beautiful they are, and I'm honestly going to cry. I'm literally gonna sob when I have to take them off. It's honestly going to be probably the most tragic day of my life. I will have all of the information for Nails at a Coffin down in my description box below, including the discount code that she gave me for you guys and her Instagram. Please, 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 please go check her out and show her some love. She is so freaking amazing. I really need her to become famous because I want her to make so many more decals because these are so pretty and I want them all. Oh my god. Anyway, cuties, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely smash that like button. It really helps me out a lot, you guys. It really helps me out a lot. I love you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I hope that you are having the most amazing day, night, week, life, cutie. Sleep well if you're going to sleep, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye, cutie.